What up? What up? Alternative facts.
Sounds melodic, prize a product. But in the ghetto, it's ironic that kids just going for heat out in the streets. Pimps and concrete, death is obsolete. But the vision is to get out of the slums and crumbs. Sitting right
Big stacks.
Hearing the sounds of dumb
Nighttime.
Cause kid got jerked and murked, you feel hurt. Cause you're living in a system where this piles of hurt. It's the struggles of life, so you got to pray to God. Cause your man is your mom, she ain't got no day job. She's that chicken at night who be sucking it off. And so there ain't what she's swerving when she tossing it off. Cause the pipe is a boss, she can't cover the loss. In the alley found dead, shirt look like hot sauce. Uncover your sight, jump unbelievable heights. The night it shed it, shed it, shed it, shed it, shed it, shed it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 5. Big stacks at nighttime. Yes. 1, 1, Bow, bow, bow. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 bow, bow. Big stacks at nighttime. Yes. You know how we do. We back. Come on. Let's get it. Let's get it. Here we go. Listen up, nod your head to the fallout. I'm coming, no doubt, rocking out with the vibe out. I come with that ego. You niggas mad shaky like
hey, Mom.
When he's shooting his free throws. I come with that boom bap. I'm like an old nigga's hairline, cause I'm taking it way back. Like lemon heads and wave caps, or a grape soda laid back while you stuffing a Big Mac. The game is a bit lame, and it's visible like white drawers that's covered in shit stains. Or a bitch nigga that switch lanes, they dumb like Keisha. So Tasha gotta blow out they damn brains. I bump real hard with the effigy, unleash the beast you can't see with my mental telepathy, giving you therapy, a rest from the hate and jealousy. The value that I'm giving is equity.
Black Mav. R.I.P.
Original crooks, original heads, doing it like this.
I woke up in the morning, hopped on a train, I saw my man, he had L in his hand. Hiding from the beast, at least I catch a buzz before I hit my block. I take a mega hit from on the good ship. Lollipop, move the hop, so I can put the hip in the grip. Everybody slips so I can take a trip to the dip. Dig a deeper hole, microphone control with soul. Look at my hot eyes and tell me how could you be cold? I'm coming to you from the underground with thunder sound. Number one question, yo, how can I be down? Well, I tell you, bring your lighter and roll your finger back up on the lighter so you see the fire singer. Flow from left to right, then front to back. Herbal verbal letters, give the mic. I still
Digger Hurts. Chicago Fire.
and so no, I still and so no, I still and so no, I still
We have problems all over the world. But we have problems all over the world. But we have problems all over
so
But we have
Marcus
problems all
Smart.
over the world today because men
Lost the
seek
cop
to be
out.
individuals. Yeah. We like to identify with everything other than us. But we have problems all over the world today because men But we have problems all over the world today because men seek But we have problems all over the world today because men cease to be individuals. Yeah. We like to identify with everything other than us.
RTO.
Whether I can write or not is not the question. Certain things that you need to be built for this profession. Used to be a time when your skill set was a weapon. Now it's all bullshit that I just don't want to step in. But I'm repping, it's totally opposite from the norm. Positive vibes in the hood to weather storms. Since I got a message, niggas don't look for them, cause it's too much for their brain and they claim it all wrong. What am I doing? Will I ever be accepted? If I'm not in the video gripping the Western, if I'm not making it rain even though I'm stressing, just cause it feel like it's somewhat impressive, being something I'm not, faking for riches, models dancing all around like who ain't got no bitches, get iced up. Nah, I'm lying, fuck your jewels, I'm already shining, it comes with being a stand-up dude. It's on.
Shot at Adventure. What's going on, Shy?
Woke up, wrong side of the bed. Only thing on up, wrong side of the bed. Only thing on my up, wrong side of the bed. Only thing on my up, wrong side of the bed. Only thing on my up, wrong side of the bed. Only thing on my up, wrong side of the bed. Only thing on my up, wrong side of the bed. Only thing on my head, how to get up, wrong side of the bed. Only thing on my up, wrong side of the bed. Only thing on my head, how to get that bread. Shit, working 9 to 5, nigga, fuck that dread. Man, I'd rather hit licks, rob shit instead. So it's scene one, better start off slow. Think I hit a Starbucks for a cup of that joke. Soon as I get through the door, I see the line all long. Buck a shell in the air, watch them get on the floor. So sorry folks, please pardon the gun spray. I'm here for the cash in a grande latte. What it's gonna be? Know you giving that stash up. Dad or your wife, hope you choosing that last one. She moving fast, fill the empty bag with the cash. Put a lid on the cab. I grabbed and I dashed. Got in the car, put a wicked smash on the gas. I think it been a corner, now the shit's in my lap. Man, fuck. Hang your head, get my bread. Better hurry up or I broke this bed. Everybody in the building, you know what the drill is. Hands to the ceiling, move. Said hang your head, get my bread. Better hurry up or I broke this bed. Everybody in the building, you know what the drill is. Hands to the ceiling, move. Scene 2, gotta fill up the tank. Plus a pack of Newports, probably something to drink. As I pull it up pump, I see the
Alabaster off the East Grand. 30 old men. Yeah. K-Tone.
round of applause. 2 a.m.
Gotcha.
Empty the bars from the lips, hollow tips, rip straight through your jaws. And it still make you shit your draws. Your kitten's gotta be kitten. Catch you slipping and you catching them paws. Cause the fists come equipped with brass knuckle tips. Gut shot make you drop. Guess I buckled your shit. I ain't lazy, don't ruffle remain silent. Call it a missing dad. You niggas hella mad. Be glad the coroner ain't here to zip up the bag. Cause when it's real, ain't no bitch in my talk. No switch in my walk. Your silhouette, what they sketching in chalk. Cause it's feels from the 313. This what I bring you. It's not like a
Skeet on a rocket.
Yo, this that sacrificial, pad and pencil, rap instrumental. Past the end of slap your dad Nintendo out the window. Sega Genesis, it's your favorite lyricist. Prince poet blowing rhymes like I play instruments. Grip the mic like a ukulele, bouncing like boobs on ladies. On the mic, your crew suck like newborn babies. Pacify you, all you rappers liars. Acting like you crack suppliers, but you're flat like I slash your tires. I'm from the old school, grabbing pliers. The switch channels, light up the stage like big candles. Kick a sweet 16 like BB King or Bruce or Kareem fighting on your TV screen. This the game of death. Into the dragon, watch I flame your chest. Leaving debris, melt the sleeves off your Averex bomber jacket. I'm presidential like Obama's blackness. Word to mama, kid, we dropping classes.
Hey yo, the god of this rap shit, trapping no trap shit. Been fighting all my life, so I write like stiff jab. Shit's crazy. Your left like hook without the captain. Pay Paul by robbing Peter while the camera's panning. Wait, y'all didn't get it? Rob Peter to pay Paul. Peter Pan, Captain Hook, yo, what I say, dog? Left hook, right jab, rewind, play, pause. Think about it, look at your man, nigga, praise, dog. They call me God Almighty, like Jesus Christ, he's nice. I just smile and be like, you all, you all, you all, you all, you all.
K-Tone! Let's go!
I live for street action. Gun satisfaction. Bad nigga beat down action. Thug nigga fight cop action. I live for street action. Gun satisfaction. Bad nigga fight down action. Thug nigga fight cop action. Live to see the fights after the club. Live to see niggas hit by slugs. Love when a bitch snatch bras and weeds and a nigga fight and they drop drugs and cheese. And there's nothing like on the block smoking haze. Watch your cats fight like a dog in a cage. Your OG with the cool ass walk with cocaine glocks.
Full charge! K-Tone! Stand up! Go get that skeet on the rocket!
Yo. Life forced us to come with dark north forces way past your border. Shoot shots in your 3/4. Who minds enhancing? 8-ball crack dancing. Street camping. Devil smile like a jack-o'-lantern. Point away and hit your ass with the ricochet. Money visions got me thinking evil death decisions. White powder turn my watch back 6 hours. Triumph traveled around the earth with fruit and flowers. Packing heat deep, puffing on a Pearl Beach. Silk sheets and island girls make my penis eat. Niggas dumber than Helen Keller. My stash is in the building cellar. They on the roof picking dummy doubles. Mastermind, far from an asinine. Girls ask of mine for the pussy, tell them lies. Ring chain gleaming, pockets keep gangrening. Turn demon to get your team in the summer season. Acrobatic, my mathematics with my money status got me in Paris on a carriage eating shrimp and rabbit.
You fuck with niggas who ain't got shit to fill large. We fuck with 4 spots, 4 clips, 4 charge, 4 bottles of Dro. Fill up the Optimo. You drive through pussy, let me get a fuck to go. You fuck with niggas who ain't got shit to fill large. We fuck with 4 spots, 4 clips, 4 charge, 4 bottles of Dro. Fill up the Optimo. You drive through pussy, let me get a fuck to go. I cherish blunt sessions. Standing on the corners with my niggas drinking 40s and blessing tracks. And numbers facts. Ain't nothing changed but my wave cap. I'm on some laid back shit that could take you way back and pop bottles. Compare me to the sound of a bike throttle and count the words that my mic swallow. Some say I'm like the earthquake that made the coke price rise. Guard your eyes, my weed smoke blind by the 5. Imagine me on a world tour rocking my shit. K-Tone from Dark City selling ounces to Knicks. Made it legit, the world I roll speaking through chrome. Put me together like Dr. Bone, match chromosomes. Highly confused like fiends move hustle for fun. None of my duns carry ID cause they on the run. Shoot the aliens, shoot in the streets, they mad as rarely is. Hard to see like that bootleg tape rebellious. I got diplomas. Aroma, the Iron Soldier in the Ford Explorer, bringing weed back across the border. Hit my man with a Dutch to burn, hard to pull cause I wrote the firm. You fuck with niggas who ain't got shit to fill large. We fuck with 4 spots, 4 clips, 4 charge, 4 bottles of Dro, fill up the Optimo. You drive through pussy, let me get a fuck to go. You fuck with niggas who ain't got shit to fill large. We fuck with 4 spots, 4 clips, full charge. 4 bottles of Dro, fill up the Optimo. You drive through pussy, let me get a fuck to
Yo,
go.
my pockets stay fat, rubber grip, black chrome, make me feel at home. Room in your drug zone, me and your girl phone. Straight from the building, all our children, raised in the projects, deaf logic. Be the case with it,
cause I wrote the firm.
You can bet that I'm a fiend, let my freedom ring. Girls let my dick slip, I make sex flicks. Play with the bitch, click. Dick.
Yo, the coke so clean, got the fiends trying to go back sober. Fish scale on the block without that baking soda. Cooked hard to the oil, man, that shit is the truth. One hit to make a nigga wanna jump off the roof. I was bitches and loot, breeze through in the coupe. Benz in the Coogee suit, and I travel with the box, and I ain't talking about hoops. Pop me to aim, cock and shoot. Got this little mommy rolling up in the loop, in the jacuzzi sipping gin and juice, just like Snoop. Niggas like they getting money in June when you ain't got enough coke to cook that shit on the spoon. I got a hard
Podcast
right, late
soon.
night, morning and noon. Had that
blast
money
off,
right,
pause.
one of my goons shot
The
6.
panel loaded up.
Wet like water balloons.
Going in.
When it's on, I ain't sending a threat. I'ma have you standing at the window like Malcolm, holding the tech. Cause my niggas wanna kill you. We don't give a fuck about you. You's a bitch, probably a snitch, nigga. I wouldn't doubt a fucking coward. You get blown off the mat. Clean sweep like Kobe and Shaq. I'm trying to
Right
sell
now.
like Spider-Man did the first week with raps. Holla.
You fuck with niggas who ain't got shit to fill large. We fuck with 4 spots, 4 clips, 4 charge. 4 bottles of Dro, fill up the Optimo. You drive through pussy, let me get a fuck to go. You fuck with niggas who ain't got shit to fill large. We fuck with 4 spots, 4 clips, 4 charge. 4 bottles of Dro, fill up the Optimo. You drive through pussy, let me get a fuck to go. Yeah. Holding it down for the 2-2, nigga.
May I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Welcome. That time. Talk that stuff. This 30th day of October. As November around the corner, Thanksgiving time, turkey time. Know how we do. I got the panel in here. I got the chat out there. What's going on? The chat. Shouty Adventurer. What's going on? My mom, Miss Monica out there as well. Well, let's meet the panel. Let's meet the panel. Up first, from Jersey, on the road, down somewhere in South Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the People's Choice. See me hustle. All right. Up next, from the Bronx, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, just give it up for this wordsmith. Ladies and gentlemen, Taz Uno.
Right.
All right. Up next, from Jersey, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the comrade, Sunray Beats, aka the Jersey Sun. And last but not least, from Jersey as well, let's give it up for Monica.
Peace, everybody.
And I'm DJ Wild Body, and this is Talk That Stuff, this 30th day of October as we wind into November. What's going on? What's happening? Shout out to everybody out there in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the panel. DJ Wild Body, a couple people coming late. Show must go on. We'll get them when we get them. But in the meantime, we know how we do. We do the NFL scores and stats. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get it. All right. What's going on? NFL week number 8 as we talk. And we give him scores. All right, Sunday, this October 30th, 2022. Without further ado, Lucas Oil Stadium, the Colts hosting the Commanders. And right now, fourth quarter, well, minute 26 to go, the Commanders have the ball. They are marching down the field. Right now, the Colts on top of the Commanders, 16-10. Moving on, in the fourth as well, the 49ers, they're at home. They're in LA. They're over the Rams right now, 31-14. There's 2 minutes to go in the fourth. The Rams do have the ball. Looks like the 49ers are going to hold on to get the win. Jimmy Garoppolo, 220, 35 yards, 2 TDs. Chris McCaffrey, 94 yards, 1 TD. Moving along, the Giants and the Seahawks. And it looks like, don't look too good. We're out there in Seattle right now, fourth quarter, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. The Seahawks over the Giants right now, 27-13. Geno Smith sounds like a pizza chef. 212 yards passing, 2 TDs. Saquon Barkley, 53 yards rushing, 1 TD. And Slayton, 5 receptions for 66 yards. Moving along, 8:20 game tonight. The Packers versus the Bills. They're at Orchard Park. Packers 3-4, Bills 5-1. Moving on, it's a final in Houston. The Titans over the Texans, 17-10. Derrick Henry, 32 carries for 219 yards for 2 TDs. And another final, the Broncos. They are over the Jaguars, 21-17. Russell Wilson, Sierra gets his win. He was 18 for 30 for 252, 1 TD. Moving along, Panthers, final. The Panthers just lose to the Falcons. The Falcons beating the Panthers 37-34. Pete Walker, QB Carolina, 19 for 36, 317, 1 TD. Foreman Mills, 26 carries for 118 yards, 3 TDs. And D Moore, 6 receptions for 152. Panthers, 2-6. Falcons, they're 500 now, 4-4. Bears and the Cowboys. Cowboys down in Irving, Texas. Nice new stadium, nice new lights, nice uniforms. The Cowboys beat the Bears 49-29. I repeat, 29. Bears, Cowboys 49. In reverse, Dak Prescott, 21 for 27, 250, 2 TDs. Pollard, 14 carries for 131 yards, 3 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb, 5 receptions for 77 yards. Cowboys improve to 6-2. Bears slide down to 3-6. In South Beach, the Dolphins go to Ford Field. Lions, tonight was Barry Sanders' night. Barry Sanders get a nice statue erected right in front of the field. Shout out to Barry Sanders. But the Lions cannot hold on. The Dolphins edge the Lions, score 31-17. Ty Tuivasa, 29 for 36, 382 yards, 3 TDs, on fire. The Lions slide to 1-7. The Dolphins, they improved to 6-3. The Cardinals and Vikings, man, close game. In Minnesota, the Cardinals, they lose to the Vikings. Vikings 34, Cardinals 26. Kyler Murray, 31 for 44, 326 yards with 3 touchdowns. Delvin Cook, 20 carries, 111 yards, 1 TD. And Hopkins, 12 receptions for 159 yards. Cardinals improved 3-5. Cardinals slide 3-5. Vikings, they improved to 6-1, 4-0 on the road. In South Louisiana, New Orleans, the Big Easy. Whatever happens in New Orleans stays in New Orleans. In this loss, the Raiders get goose egg. Saints beat the Raiders 24-0. Man, Andy Redheaded Cannon Dalton, 22 for 30, 229 yards, 2 TDs. Alvin Kamara, he had a good day, 18 carries for 62 yards, 1 TD. Also led all receptions, 9 receptions for 96 yards and 2 TDs. The Raiders slide to 2-5. The Saints improved to 3-5. In New York, it was the Patriots going up to Meadowlands to take on the Jets. Jets red hot. And the Patriots beat the Patriots beat the Jets, scored 22-17. Wow, can't even say that. Zach Wilson, 20 for 41, 355, 2 TDs. Stevenson, 16 carries, 71 yards. And Wilson, 6 receptions for 115 yards. The Patriots improved to 500. The Jets, they slide down to 5-3. Moving along, the battle of Pennsylvania. The Steelers going into Lincoln Financial to take on the Eagles, the Red Hot Eagles. And the Eagles stay undefeated, the only undefeated team in the league. They beat the Steelers 35-13. Jalen Hurts, yeah, you heard him, for 285 yards and 4 touchdowns. Sanders, 9 carries for 78 yards, 1 TD. A.J. Brown, 6 receptions for 156 and 3 TDs. Once again, Steelers are 2-6, and the Eagles, they move up 7-0. And this week, the Thursday night game, Ravens versus the Bucks. The Ravens beat the Bucks 27-22. Tom Brady, 26 for 44, 325 yards, 1 TD. Gus Edwards, 11 carries, 85 yards. And Mike Evans, 6 receptions for 123. Ravens improved to 5-3. The Bucks, they slide down to 3-5. And the Monday night game, check it out. The Bengals going over to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Cleveland, Ohio, 1974. Man, Bengals 4-3. The Browns are 2-5. And the bye teams this week are the Chiefs and the Chargers. Once again, that is talk that NFL scores and stats. Yeah. Well, what's going on? How's everybody doing?
What's up, bro?
Waiting on a few people. I'm hanging out, having a good day here. Beautiful day out here in sunny Florida. You know, the humidity is left, but it's still nice outside. How y'all doing? How's y'all weather out there?
Don't show off.
Well, shout
Don't
out to
show off.
I'm trying. Yeah, man. So we're here, man. Grown folks hour. Hopefully the kiddies are about to go to sleep. It is 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. So yeah, we're here. You know, last week we were talking about you know, the grown folks hour. We'd like to continue that in a sense. That cool with y'all? Oh, I'll take it.
Why is everybody on mute?
Yeah, come on
now.
Oh,
Come
you
on
know
off mute.
Let me play this.
I didn't even realize I was on mute. I was talking.
You know what? Let me do this before we go. Real quick. The network group consists of myself, Sunray Beats, Malcolm Edwards, Taz Uno. We're dropping singles every week. First week we put out the Planners joint. We're having something dropping Tuesday as well. Tough Love, Hood Romance. Right now we're gonna go and play this this Planners Nuts Life. Without further ado, here we go.
DJ Wide Body.
Yeah. See, y'all them type of niggas let a blind man touch you. For that experience, your mind's like cashews. Nuttier than a bag of lime like assholes. Straight out of Stitchita, your kind might snatch you. Hard to tell them idiots and rhymes ain't got you. But use a silly bitch, them tricks all mound you. At Nutty Buddy, Gritty Committee, you muddy our cities with just your presence, that's 150 proof. Ain't got no pity, I pray to lean them in shitty conditions to make them pissy. That's just me when I step out the booth.
Truth be told, in the pit to stash the O's. You hit a walnut, trip, became disposed. A disappointment, spits them seeds to grow. I'm at your dame named Hazel from Brazil, ho. And she's a plain Jane, sweet and salty payday. Shorty flawed and faulty, but I hear she got a great brain. And that's insane, man. Keep it on the grave train. Keep on capping, we gon' see you clapping while you playing games.
Roasted peanuts.
Yo, Taz, look at these nut-ass niggas. I'm about to spaz for real. In my bag, I'm talking that smash and grab. I need the Snickers. I am not myself around these niggas. I am hungry. And for that payday, I pull the trigger, make them bungee. Without the core, cause when I hit record, I go nuts, doing donuts in the Honda Accord. They call me Mental the God, aka Mr. Go Ball. I am what they say when see your peanuts at a sports ball. Cool. Man, we look at you like a cornball. Move. Or I'll mend your joy when it's on, dog. Tools in my hand, cause I got a couple screws loose. Telling you, rep into your baby roots and lose. Y'all a bunch of wingnuts. With ease, I remove who's ever on your team to get the scene shut down. I'ma ride till the wheels fall off for missing lug nuts. You thugs suck. That's how I felt then and feel now. Mental.
Fresh roasted peanuts.
Hakuna Matata, the Pumbaa of Florida is moving and resuming the slaughter. The food that you harvest, I'm using it and cooler than autumn. Concluding a problem to hit the top. I grew from the bottom, was losing and starving, had peanuts. Now the cashews wanting, I'm saving all of these bucks. I ain't gonna ask you nothing, I'm looking past you nuts. You cats used up, you trash, you suck. And I don't give a cash, you fuck. But if I did, I'm using a condom. I'm the truth and I'm kinda pissed how you dudes who be talking shit and not doing what y'all inventing. Delusional content. I make music so I can vent and be using my common sense. And if you really not convinced that I do this, you flogging. You nutty, you almond. You studied this on me when Macadam eat up the money to throw to my daughter. Them, I'm one of the greatest. Come up to the major, never nut up to a hater. They gon' want fuck with me later.
Fresh roasted peanuts.
Peanuts, dry roasted peanuts. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. I got my balls and my word. If I'm lying, I'ma give them up. Call me Scrooge McDuck. I be swimming in bucks. Different color women friends like M&M's. I'm nuts. Jump on tracks and spit pure adrenaline. Balls of steel up off the street like it's 10 of them. Cash like ooh, that mean my cake enemies. My girl walls is nuts. She say it tastes cinnamon. Strong on the block like I played for Michigan. Couple straight grays in my fade like Dave Henderson. And J engraved on the fitted. Can't forget it where I'm from. Nutty bars, slutty bras, and misfits. I was born with a vision. Some say I lack interest. Said I was nuts though. Now they see me, I'm fly. Catch me ballin' in the sky, call me nutso. Slide up in your girl mouth and bust though.
Fresh roasted peanuts.
That was Planner's Nuts Life featuring Comrade Taz Uno, Mental the God, Larry Belafonte, See Me Hustle. That's it. Go
Larry Belafonte.
Belly Fate, aka Black. You spelled it wrong. We had to find the right spellings. Go cop that on Bandcamp. You go see that on SoundCloud. Also is on streaming. Should be in a couple days. Also, we got something new dropping Tuesday and the Tuesday after that and Tuesday after that. So stay in touch. Keep you posted up. Once again, the Planner's Nuts Life. Say his name again. How you say it again, Taz?
Larry Belafonte.
Go check him out as well. Let's go. Dope. That was dope, man. He was dope. I like it.
That was dope. Dope.
Word up. So yeah, so we here. All right, Miss Monica, you ready?
I'm ready. I just want to let you know that was some good vibing right there.
Appreciate that.
That was some good vibing. But I was listening to the tracks that you had sent me from the other day.
Right.
I'm liking all them jumpies, yo.
That's what's up.
They good. Yeah. Y'all brothers putting in some good work.
We got some dope people with us, man.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to work with you brothers, man.
I like that wordplay. You know, gotta keep them.
Yes.
Keep them. Keep
Absolutely.
them listening. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You already know.
Yeah.
Right. So man, I got some new sound effects. We'll test them out during the during the show.
Make sure we wait for Brother Malcolm to get off of mute. Lord knows
Brother
he's a
Malcolm,
busy man.
where are you? Appreciate
Lord
that,
knows
Shy.
he's a busy man.
Yo, shout out to Shy out there, man. Shout out to Adventure. Go check him out. Skeet on a Rocket on Instagram.
Cuzzo.
Let's go.
That's good money right there. That's good money. New money right there.
That's right.
Shot of
Right.
great. Shot of great. Shy was born great, yo. He ain't want to come off the porch with us little badass cousins. He ain't want to do that. Shy was like, nah, y'all go ahead and get dirty. I'm going to stay right over here. I'm going to stay clean.
Right.
When y'all get y'all ass whipped, I'm going to be over here clean.
Man,
oh, shoot.
He had me looking fresh for junior year, man. Got my hair cut, man. It was a lad the night before before school started, man. Like, yo, Shy cut me up, man. Shout out to Shy for hooking me up a day before school. Junior year. Right on Summerfield.
Yeah.
All right. What's going on? Welcome, Brother Wallace.
Brother Wallace.
What's going on? What it do?
What up, bro?
Chilling.
What's up, Brother Wallace? You joined just in time.
What I joined just in time for? What fuckery is going on?
No fuckery yet, but you know
That's
we
bullshit. You
wanna
can't
pick
see
up-
that, brother.
Oh shit.
I couldn't wait to use that, man. I've been waiting all
I
day.
know you couldn't. I know you got some tricks up your sleeve too.
Chilling and relaxing. Make sure
It's topics time, Brother Wallace. That's all. You right on time.
I know if you making up topics, it's some crazy shit.
You know, I was gonna start off PG-13, though, Brother Wallace. I ain't know who was gonna be in your presence, you know.
Oh no, we cool. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Adults
You know I love the babies. I love the babies,
Right.
and I'm always respect the babies. Trust me when I tell you.
Amen. They be around, but they can get kicked out. What's popping?
Yeah. You know, we had a few topics that we didn't get a chance to cover last week, and I wanted to circle back on the conversation where we were talking about women and I don't necessarily think we use the word provocative, but when it comes to twerking, I know that seems to be the dance of choice for, women today. And not all women, females today, when it comes to dancing and going on social media and shaking, themselves. And I believe the dance actually derived from a cultural place. And now it's turned into, prime time, dance. Do men in particular look at women who go on social media to twerk, show their videos? Do men look at those women as being promiscuous or looking for a certain type of attention to gain some form of sexual conversation, or you think that women are looking for what's the word I want to use? Do you think that they are looking for positive feedback? Are they prepared to receive the negative feedback if it comes their way? Just want to pick the guy's brains a little bit.
No. I personally, if you asking me, I think they're looking for attention from other women. Because and I know we of a different age in this room, you know what I'm saying? We're of a certain age or whatever, but I can't speak for all men, but I would never even, in today's world, I wouldn't even want to date a woman who is A, on social media ridiculous, B, on social media showing everybody what her man's supposed to see. So but like I said, it's just like when you go to the club. If you go to the club these days, you see women dancing with women. And that's, it's not necessarily something that's, you know what I'm saying, their sexual orientation is different, but it's a attention thing, being on the phone, doing this, doing that, blah, 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 it's an attention thing. So the majority of men that have any type of level of refinement or some type of class about them, the majority of them don't look at it like that, Monica. I'm just speaking for me and the guys that I be around.
Okay.
I would say the same thing. It's more of an attention seeker than anything. You're gonna invite people in your circle. I mean, that's looking at that. You're gonna invite those people in your circle. So, and they're gonna be judging you off of your twerk videos. So that's just my perspective on it. It's just attention.
But Ricks, do you think that the females that do twerk and their social media videos, do you think they are looking for attention from women? And if so, why?
Attention from men and women.
Okay.
They want to be looked at. I believe it's just in social media, you can be whatever. It's easy to be in the house twerking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You want to be seen, you want to be looked at. Now they may not go out in a club and twerk. Some may not. But it's all for attention. Even to the dress, the type of clothes they wear. All that's for attention. Everything's for attention, whether it be from male or female.
Always.
What up?
That's like me. Like if I was posting something, I take my skirt off. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this. I'm saying that. I'm you know what I mean? That's for attention. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not really saying anything of value. It's just for attention to get the girls to like it. You know what I mean?
So Ricks, let's just say, and I agree, we are looking for a form of attention with any type of picture that we post, right? We're looking for some attention.
Right.
However,
it's the type of attention
and that's what I'm going to say. Do men view women that post twerk videos in a negative light?
Yes.
And that's what I want to know. Explain to me why.
Me?
Yeah.
Because again, I think that there's an exclusivity that men want.
Right.
And
I'm with that.
If you have, dating is about access. You know what I'm saying? Or choosing a mate is really about access. To what degree, especially when it comes to men, to what degree do I have access to your body? To what degree do I have, and then for women, a lot of times it's to what degree do I have access to your money? Or what type of access do I have to your time? So me going into the situation, if I see you twerking, I know that you giving out access to your attention and access, you might be giving out access to your body a little bit more than the most.
Right.
If you're willing to show that ass like that to anybody,
right,
then what does that mean? That's all I'm saying. And that's the majority of guys I know. Like it's a fun time. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun time, or it's you trying to play some games or whatever. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But in terms of, I don't even know when you're talking about guys like guys that may be like looking for a woman or looking for a mate, or they just looking to kick it. I mean, it might look good.
I'm not speaking on one particular guy. I think for me, it's like asses all over social media. Women are spending, boys too, hey, listen, plastic surgery is at an all-time high. Let's just say that, right?
True.
However, you have more BBLs than like ever before. And I don't know what the fascination of having a big, glorious ass is about. All I know is you have people that focus on, you know, a big ass and twerking and it could be a woman just walking by. A man's head gonna turn to see what it look like. If it jiggle, you know, how it's looking when it's in them jeans. And I just know that we're speaking on twerking in particular, that when I see females posting their twerk videos, I just wanted to know from a man's perspective, how do men view females that post twerk videos? Is it viewed as the same as a
they can't be taken seriously.
Yeah.
That's how I would say they can't be taken. I'm gonna be
You're a clown.
I'm gonna be very skeptical on how to move with them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well,
because like Wallace just said, if you're willing to show your body to anybody, and you know what I mean, and do this in front of anybody, where's the exclusive
No, you're talking
word?
Exclusivity.
Yeah.
Exclusivity.
Where's that at? You know, like everybody's saying the same thing I'm saying. Everybody's touching the same thing I'm touching.
Right.
I gotta move with you in a certain way. Now I can't take you too serious. I can't take you too seriously.
Would you deal with a female that post mad twerk videos?
No. I would deal with them. I would deal with them. Me myself. I would deal with them, but I would know how to deal with them.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Handle
So here's my question: if you're looking for a female from for a particular, if you have standards, right? And that right there is okay. I already know that I can't take her serious. But then you begin to have communication with her, and she actually she has some intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Would you tell her how you feel about those twerk videos?
Of course. My feelings are always going to be known. I put my feelings on the table so no confusion comes into play. So,
and that's for me, for him, I'm the same way, but that's after years experience for me, because you know, it's just better for me just to get it all out, so there's no miscommunication.
She wouldn't know anything from me because I'm not even approaching her. That's not something that I want in my life. That's not an energy that I want in my life. Like, it's just something that, like, all the men were saying, like, we would like some sort of intimacy with our wives that she's given with the internet.
Right.
Like, that's not intimacy that any man can go look at. And it's just like, you know, and it's not like men are territorial. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how we are. But that's not something that, like, she wouldn't have to, like, if she was smart, like, oh, well, I wouldn't find out because she has let me know this is what she gonna do. Like, hell or high water, I have to stop her from doing it. The only thing that's gonna stop her from doing it is age. So no matter how much,
that may not even stop her.
But then age comes but you know, you had on 40-year-olds that look like they you know, that defy time. That is what it is. But over time, we all know bodies go away, beauty fades, all that fades. So the only thing that's gonna stop her is when it fades. But I'm not gonna be there to see it.
Yeah, and
I'm not gonna be there for it.
Hey.
And Monica, I'm being real when I say, like, we're not even talking in an ideal situation. Ain't nobody, you know, I think I speak for Fields and Riggs. We ain't sitting up on no pedestal and saying, oh, we holier than now, and you know, we holding ourselves up to a standard to say that, you know, we gonna respect this and that about women and this. Nah, it's flat out the truth. Like even with BBLs, for example, I don't necessarily think men, I'm speaking for myself and the men I talk to, it's not attractive if we know it's fake.
Yeah, I like natural.
You know what I'm saying? That women who have plastic surgery it's not attractive. Because most men prefer a naturalness and a vibe that does not line up with twerking on social media or doing things extraordinarily crazy to your appearance. That's just how we operate.
And that just opens up the door for other people to come in. That opens up the door. That opens up Pandora's box right there.
Right.
You know, it's a hot topic, and I know we have other exciting topics to get to, but it's definitely a hot topic because when I'm having conversations with my girlfriends, and I do have a couple of girlfriends that are professional dancers, and you know, they have all genres of dance, and you know, twerking and shaking their body is a part of, you know, what's trending and what's going on today. So, you know, I asked one of my cousins who's a dance instructor, do you teach, you know, twerking in your class? And she said, we do have cultural dance. And, you know, I make sure I educate the children before we learn any dance routine. However, I know that it can be perceived as, oh, you're looking for a certain type of attention. But if you're actually a dancer, a professional dancer, or, you know, gearing up to be a professional dancer, and this is a part of your routine, do men still have the same thoughts?
No.
It's one thing. I'm gonna say this. It's one thing if it's in context, but when you bring up twerking, I'm thinking you got a drink in your hand, you got on a little ass dress.
That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about.
You know what I'm saying? You just doing it for clout. It's another thing if you got on a damn kente cloth skirt and you dancing. That's a whole other thing. It's all about context. It's all about context because I guess what I'm trying to say, if a woman is if a woman has a body, if a woman has a curvaceous body, she gonna have that regardless of what she do.
Right.
But it's one thing if it's about context. You know what I'm saying? If you just doing it on a whim and you know what I'm saying, you posting it up on social media, yeah, that's an issue. You know, you do what you want to do, but you got to take what comes along with that. Like for me, I don't really put a lot of shit about me on the internet. And so because of that, I have to deal with the fact that I don't have as strong a personal brand on the internet as I probably could have. Because I have to take whatever comes along with how I use that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if she's, you know, dancing and stuff, you know, even if she a dance instructor and she dances suggestively and this, that, and the third, it's about context. It's another thing if she just out reckless, you know, she, you know, twerking at Chick-fil-A or some shit. That's bullshit.
Right.
And I mean, a guy can still deal with her, you know, but he gonna deal with her through that lens.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, we got some quotes from the chat real quick. Catch y'all up. Shout out Alicia Major said, I guess you were talking about Wallace earlier. He says he's 100. Shadi Adventure says attention is a drug, and he also says he owns that phrase.
Good phrase on.
Word up.
I need a t-shirt.
So Dixie Freely, what's going on, brother?
Oh, what's good, people?
Man,
Dixie.
Stop through,
brother.
See what's been going on with the crew.
What up,
man?
I know he got some strong opinions about that.
No, I didn't hear the question actually. You
Would
were
you
talking
deal with a
about
woman that be twerking on social media.
no. That's enough. I mean, I'm not against that. I mean, you do what you want to do, but you know, I would not do that. Not like as a job or you know something full time, but you know, we had a barbecue. She's having a good time, and you know, it happened 1 or 2 times. Like, no, come on, ain't nobody perfect. But like every day, all day, 24/7 to make a living off of, I'm gonna have to pass, yo.
On IG all week, you know, twerk of the week. You know,
Even I'm gonna be honest. Even at our age, right? Even if everything you do is on social media, that shit is not attractive.
Yeah, right.
If everything you're doing, you showing your play, you showing this, you took your kids, your son dressed up as Batman, you did this, you got some new shoes, you know, you got mad at somebody at the fucking corner store. If you do that, that's not attractive.
I want to point something out what Rick was saying earlier, how he would say he would know how to handle. I'm with him on that. I would know how to handle her accordingly, but it couldn't go as far as just kicking it. I'm kind of like, I don't see how people wife strippers or porn stars and stuff like that. after, you know, you didn't. I'm like the exclusive shit too. Like I like the what's knowing what's under there, and like, you know, like that's the chase. And if you just giving it to the whole world, I don't have anything special because we both seen a pimple on the booty. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like, you know. So
I
could
look
never.
at it. I look at it, you know, from, you know, a few different, you know, areas, because I know I posed the question, and I know, again, we have other topics that we want to get to, but I do believe that anything you post on social media, you want attention. You know, whether it's your own downtime or whether you feel as though you're not getting it from somewhere else, so you need to get it from somebody on social media. You couldn't pick up the phone. Nobody answered the phone at the time. So you're going to reach out to the next best thing. I do believe anybody that twerks on camera and post it are looking for attention. I don't believe everybody is looking for negative feedback. More so like, damn, you know, that ass jingle. I'm a woman. I love men, but I ain't going front. You know, I do look at those videos.
Right.
I am on a show. Okay. I do look at those videos, and I do be looking at some ass jiggle, and I be like, God damn, like I be trying to push mine up and down. Here there will jiggle. But you know, I don't look at I do look at some women that just constantly twerking on social media, and I'm like, damn girl. I'm like, damn girl, like you doing this shit all the time. Like you will make it but I also know that you have socialites that get paid for wearing certain outfits and bathing suits and showing a little jiggle to bring more people, you know, to like, damn, where'd she get that outfit from? Let me go to that site. Fashion Nova, for example. You got Shein. You have socialites who make this a part of their this is their business.
Yeah, the IG
you have
model.
women. Yeah, you have women that, you know, are dancers. Joy, what's her name? Joy Chavez. You know, she's a professional dancer, and I think she's one of the more cleaner choreographers, you know, out there. But she'll have her moments where she'll, you know, model a bathing suit. She'll model a routine. She's looking to probably gain business. You know, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, she advertising.
Right.
And social media is for advertising. You might be advertising your business. You might be advertising that you looking for somebody to come, you know what I'm saying, get with you.
But the point I wanted to make was, I'm not just going to look at that. Depending on my research of the individual, I'm not just going to look at that to say, I'm going to rule her out on taking her serious. That was a point I wanted to make. Like, I don't want to just take one thing that we see and just say, you know what? I'm not going to take her serious because this is what she does all the time. If I'm attractive to somebody, I want to, you know, see if it's deeper than surface, right? On what they put out there, because we all have a part to play when we're on social media, whether we want to believe it or not, but we all have a part to play behind the scenes. I want to see if you match that and what's your purpose in doing that. So,
okay.
Yeah. That's where I'm going.
You still have to handle them accordingly, even if you're
absolutely
in that manner.
Controlled
steps to
control. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But you know, and y'all know me. Go ahead, Boo.
I was just gonna throw in there. Best believe there's somebody out there that would be with them, probably and publicly.
Insane.
So you know that's why I say I'm not about to judge anybody for what they choose to do, you know, as far as getting their money.
Capri Styles is mine.
Right. But, you know, I want to go a little bit deeper, y'all. So if any children are around, please move them on out the way.
I never disagree with that, but again.
I'm sorry?
We're good. Oh, wrong.
It's bullshit. You can't see that, brother?
Right.
I need to know who suck pussy better, country guys or city guys? Let's just jump right in. I need to know.
I can't speak for country. Southern
we have a few Southern people on here. I need to know who do it better. City
Oh.
guys, country guys. Let's
I'm
talk
gonna
about
say
it.
Jersey. I'm gonna say a Jersey nigga. I'm only speaking for one nigga. I can't speak for nobody else.
Wait,
No state. No
who does
state.
what better? Can you clarify that?
While it's in our terms, she wants to know who has the better cunnilingus game, my friend. and she would like to know it in that reference, sir. I mean, I don't think that's a conversation. Like,
That's a
I think I
wrong
can
gender
speak-
conversation. There's a lot of people on here. Like, I don't know how we would
say
know that.
confidently, I don't think any of us would sit in a circle and be like, yeah, son, my tongue game is fire. I had this shit like shaking. Like, that's not a
barking up the wrong
conversation
gender, sweetheart.
we had.
Listen, I don't believe I'm barking up the wrong gender. What
Nah,
I'm
man,
going to tell
you
you
believe
is
what you want.
what I'm going to tell you is the same way guys will sit in a circle and talk about a girl head game. Listen, females do the same thing. So we're not going to play that you barking up the wrong circle. If you don't want to answer the question, go on over there, go on and hit mute, Brother Malcolm, because that's a little friendly competition. That's all.
I'll say me living both. You know, like
I'm with
I
you,
listen
Rick.
Trick.
Yeah,
Trick.
I'm just going off me. I ain't going by
I'm
no
with you,
state,
Rick.
no other man. I ain't going by nothing. I'm going by
I know that's right,
You know,
Rick.
Trick Daddy saying he eat the booty and everything, and he proud of that shit. So I mean, I ain't never,
Okay.
you know, Trick Daddy will
With
tell you.
confidence.
With
With
confidence.
confidence. And guess what? He's a damn man. Okay? He's a damn man. So
Yeah.
if you don't want to answer the question, boop, there you go.
All I'll say is, the few women, like I said, because I ain't gonna do that to everybody. Like,
Hold on, Dixie. Hold on, Dixie. Hold on, man.
We got to be at a certain level, all right?
Yeah.
But I'll just say I've never gotten any complaints about that.
All right.
But as far as comparing myself to others, it's hard for me to do because to Malcolm's point, I've never had that conversation with another guy. You know, I have had the conversation, but it was with another female.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But
I'm not looking for you to share stories that you had with your boys. It really is just you know, like doing a replay in your mind. You know, do you think your head game is strong? And it's really okay. Where you from? Like Rick's representing where he from. Like, listen, I can only speak for me, and my shit is tight.
Jersey for two.
I'll just say for me being from Alabama, whether it was I tell you this, I've lived in Alabama. I've lived in 2 different places there.
Okay.
I've lived for a short period of time in Omaha, Nebraska, on some business, and I lived here in St. Louis for 16 years. And along the way, there have been countless partners, and the few in those areas that I did that with, none of them complained. They have requested it, but none of them said, "Nah, I'm good," or "You should do this," or "You should do that." You know, like I never got any that kind of feedback.
Yeah.
So, you know,
No, I mean,
Country Boys up by 1.
Dixie, I'm excited.
Rick, you gonna let that go, yo? Or you gonna represent, man?
Dixie, I'm gonna tell you.
You gotta hold it down for Jersey, man. You the best. You the best there is in Jersey,
It's
right?
like it's both hands. It's all good.
I don't compare myself to no man. I'm me.
You gotta hold it down, bro.
Nah, I'm me. I'm me, and I know my capabilities. So
I know that's right.
Stop right there.
Hey, Dixie, let me say this. And having a conversation with a couple of my female Southern friends, you know, they talk about, you know, giving, you know, fellatio and why you think Southern women are so crazy and their men are so crazy over them. And there is a perception that Southern women are bona fide crazy. And there's a lot that goes along with that. One, Southern men know how to take care of their households better than Northern men. But also, when it comes down to holding it down sexually, I'm hearing that Southern women give head better than Northern women. That's why we can't keep our men the way Southern women can keep
again, I can only go
because
off
they
of.
actually know how to cook, but whatever.
I would say Southern women know how to know, but I can't really say that because it's Northern women that do their thing also. So I can't really.
Right. So here's the thing. like I say, I'm like when it comes to Midwest and down south, I'm the best person to talk to because I've lived in both places for a long period of time, and I've had enough partners. I have enough. My sample size is big enough to make a decision.
Right.
So it's like this. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. The best head came from the Midwest girls.
Damn.
I'm gonna be honest. Now, as far as being on my arm and getting along with who I would want to, I end up marrying a Midwest girl. But knowing what I know now, if wanting to marry somebody, it's gonna be a Southern chick because they're just more feminine, they're more cooperative, all of that. You know,
I agree with him too.
Like these Midwest chicks, man, you better be ready, boy. That's all I'm saying.
I've heard, man. I've heard
every way.
I've heard, bro. I've heard. I've had both. Married to a Southern, and yeah, I felt more taken care of. But I'm not knocking. I've had as far as the women, the fellatio thing, from my experience, because I've had both. I think the Northern. I know I'm jumping the gun, but I just had better from Northern women as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, I'm just being honest. Like the down south chicks were good. Don't get me wrong. I ain't complaining, but it's two Midwesterners, man. Like you'd have thought they went to school for.
I know that's right.
Hold on, man.
Hold on, man. It's like I haven't had any East Coast chicks. I don't had one West Coast chick, and that's what I said. So it's kind of hard for me to judge that. But yeah,
West Coast, like get over here.
I want to attest to something that Sister Monica did say though. Like down south chicks are crazy too. Like I've had females pull up on me at my job over a rumor.
Ooh, they'll do that, bro.
A rumor.
I've seen
like,
it.
Yeah,
and I remember my supervisor said, "Look, you're gonna have to take care of this situation, and we're gonna have to call the police."
Yeah, I've seen it at my job. Chicks pulling up. With a bat shit where he crashed dude car. He didn't slung her. She didn't fail. So he didn't move her. She fell she flopped so hard, man. Man got fired, man. She playing now. Now he ain't got no job. I'm like, damn, you messing everybody up. You didn't mess the paper up. No, the chick ain't gonna do that. She gonna know her limits. Latoya Thompson, what it do? DB, what it do? It's not where you're from. It's how about you. It's about how you move. DB said that. Latoya Thompson has a crying, laughing emoji. Sorry.
But do you think when it comes to Southern women being a bit more crazy, do you think it has a lot to do with them claiming their man like for territorial purposes, sexual purposes, or just being good providers? Why do you think they're deemed as being crazy?
I think because in the South is much more conservative in terms of there's a lot of value placed on husband and wife. Even if it doesn't get to that point, it's still a lot of value. You're my man and you're my woman. There's a lot of value on that, And when a person has here we go back to the anxious attachments or the attachment theory. So when you feel like it's your duty to be your man's help me or be the best woman you can be for your man, the other side of that coin is because you develop that anxious attachment style, when there's a threat to that, you're going to show a strong reaction.
But all right, because I've been thinking about this, like the word crazy and how we use it.
Okay.
Right. Like in the sense that, like Dave Chappelle was right? In the sense that if it's something that we don't understand about somebody and we try to dismiss it and label it as crazy instead of asking why. Like I've been a firm believer in getting into the root cause of like the way people do and why they do what they do. Like some people, we be like, man, that dude crazy, but don't know like he comes from a past that is something that we can never survive. So is he crazy, or has he not been healed? Has he not had a time to heal? Right. So like, you think with people like, we're saying like women in the South are crazy. Well, maybe they had a dad who left their mama. And now like a threat to that society and that world, with the person that they're with is a reactionary trauma to what they had growing up and seeing. So all I'm trying to say is like, you know, like I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like why we use that word, but just to use it so loosely and not really try to figure out the why with people is mad. Like it's kind of making me reevaluate like why we say what we say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, because like maybe it isn't down south women are crazy. Maybe they just love their man hella hard. And maybe they're tired of like the same cycle happening in their family, right? Or maybe it's dudes who, you know, how you know are super crazy protective of women because they saw their daddy beating on their mama.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm real protective and I'm real territorial over women, and that's just how I am. But you don't know the root cause, and you just label it as crazy.
Yeah. I mean, what Phil is saying is correct, but just growing up in the South, there's a high value. I would say there's that element what he's talking about, but in general, I would say there's high value placed on finding a husband and having family and all of that. So when a woman finds the guy that she deems, you know, her husband or the person she wants to work on being married to, like there is an overreaction to any threat to that. Now, sometimes it's warranted, but sometimes it's an overreaction because that's so important, you know, where we're from. You know, that's kind of preached to you from day one, you know.
Okay.
So,
Real shit.
whereas somewhere they grew up, I'm sorry, Mom, I'm just gonna throw this out real quick.
No. Go ahead.
Grew up on the East Coast where there's more to do, more stimuli in your environment. Like you may not be concentrating on that, focused on that so much, you know. You may be focused more on career, you may be focused more on something else. So okay, dude is not acting right, then or paying another woman some attention, you're like, oh well, fuck you then, keep moving, you know. Versus, nah, that's my man, you better, you know. So
I get it. I actually wanted to transition into relationships a little bit because you have more and more people divorcing today. You know, for whatever their, you know, differences are. We're seeing it more and more, whether it's on the news or on social media. What do you think the key factors are to keeping a healthy and solid relationship going?
Great
one
question.
key factor is, and it's something I learned from you, effective communication. That I just think about, you know, my own, like the communication got to be there, man. Because both people can sit there and let stuff fester for years, and it just destroys the marriage. You know, like so many problems can be solved by just simple communication. You know,
Dixie, let me ask you a question. If you are courting a female, and you guys are communicating, and she starts to share with you some of her trauma, is that a turnoff? Does that intrigue you to want to know? Entice you to want to know more about her? Does it cause you to maybe proceed with caution? How do you move about in those types of conversations?
with me, I prefer for that person to be an open book, because I want to know what I'm dealing with, what I'm getting myself into, and you know, because you can learn a lot about a person by, you know, listening to some of their not so good history or whatever. I rather have that me personally, I rather have that conversation sooner. It ain't got to be day one, but sooner than a year two. Like, dang, then I've seen some stuff that didn't make sense to me that would have made sense if we'd had that conversation earlier. You know,
Can I ask something?
So I kind of prefer that.
What if she say, hey, I got herpes?
Nigga, that ain't trauma. That's something different.
But that wouldn't that like put, you know, because that's irreversible. You can't cure that shit. So before we move further, this in case, you know, when do you have I have herpes conversation? If you did, you know what I mean? Do you put that out there so there's no waste of time, or do you let the
should? And like this goes back to what I was saying about these goddamn Midwest chicks, boy, they'll try you, because I've had this happen. And she waited till like month 8 to say something. Luckily, I always wrapped up, and we didn't have sex frequently anyway.
Lord. Yeah,
but And I was pissed off, you know, and her
Hell
reasoning, according to her, her reason was she didn't want to run me off. That's why she tell me, like, but that's, I mean, you a liar, you know, at the end of the day, lying by omission. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I feel I had to write.
But you know, and I think the moment you decide to engage in sexual activity is when you should have that conversation. But more importantly, condoms don't protect you from transmitting that disease. Like you can actually catch herpes with someone wearing a condom.
Yeah, I've heard
whether she is the carrier or whether you are the carrier, you guys can still catch herpes if there's an outbreak.
Yep.
So I think the moment that you decide to engage in sexual activity, if you're at that level of comfort with one another, then you need to have a conversation. Now, some people could say, why you didn't have it sooner? Hey, listen, people are meeting today and sleeping with each other today. So if that's your style, have that conversation. Didn't a young man just didn't they just have a young man's profile circulating around social media for infecting a bunch of females? He found out he was HIV positive a couple years ago. Now we've seen this before, right? And you know, I think that, you know, for whatever reason you choose to not share that information, you're asking for a serious backlash, however it may come, by not disclosing that information, and it possibly coming back to bite you in the ass.
Hey, Monica, Digger said herpes. I'm gonna be on the first 48. Sergeant Mason gonna be looking for Digger Hertz.
Yes, Digger.
Yeah. I just want to say to that, like her and I had the conversation. She just chose to leave that bit of important piece of information out. So that was just pure deception.
I've been there too, bro. I've been there too.
And what's really messed up is she drove the conversation. And I actually produced test results from when I had just gotten tested coming out of my divorce.
Right.
All right.
Wow.
So
the right thing.
Yep. So luckily, and she, you know, she just straight up was on some devil shit with that. But luckily for me, I've been tested 2 times since that time period, and it's been negative both times for everything. So thank God on that.
Hell yeah.
But to other also that I always wondered why it was so infrequent, why it was like once every quarter, and I'm like, this ain't like, and that's why.
Wow.
That's why she made sure there was no outbreaks going on when the few times we did link up in that way.
What's that on your lips? What's that on your lips?
Right. So yeah,
I've been there, man.
So,
I've been there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I believe we have a form of herpes that live inside of us regardless. Can somebody do a fact check on that?
They say the chickenpox. The chickenpox or the measles is
a form of herpes, right? And it can definitely trigger. It can definitely trigger an outbreak into a cold sore, you know, wherever.
Yeah,
and when it's looking
fever,
to get out,
yeah, right.
It's gonna come out, you know. But I think when it comes to any form of STD, have the uncomfortable conversation.
They're called oral herpes.
Yeah, I mean, that's just my take on it. I'm gonna have the uncomfortable conversation.
Right.
Hell, I'm gonna tell you, goddamn it, I ain't know I thought I had STD and there's a goddamn yeast infection, and I'm gonna tell you, like, babe, I thought you gave me some shit.
Or UTIs and shit. UTIs.
Yeah, because everything on a female is internal. So if your body chemistry doesn't match, you know, the prophylactic that's being used, or if you're using any type of jelly or anything, you know, a dildo or, you know, anything, it can break a woman out. And because everything is internal, it can go into her urethra. She can get a UTI. She can be allergic, have a bacteria infection or a yeast infection. But when it comes to herpes, nah, man, tell me ahead of time.
I don't care how comfortable it is.
Right. Respect me enough to tell me ahead of time, you know? Because
y'all in agreement with that? Like,
yeah.
Y'all want to know in front?
You got anything, tell somebody.
Anything, right? Yeah.
I remember it's a Russell because I used to wrestle and the mats we had a big herpes outbreak. I think Brick Memorial, them dudes was getting herpes. You know, we on the mat and stuff, and we have to use to douse them. You had to use certain kind of disinfectant, and it was people were shook up, man. Yeah,
Bro,
that was
why do
that
I
easy.
think I remember that? I think
Yeah.
I remember that. And didn't that trace? There was the herpes outbreak was sexual though,
It was.
and somebody had an outbreak during the match, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and their stuff, because y'all sweat and stuff,
Yep.
and those mats that they use are porous.
Yep.
So if you down there, legs crotched open, and
Sweating, rubbing, because you know we practiced on the mats, and them things it was you know, you had dudes breaking out, and it was bad. And I'm just like a sophomore, and I'm not really knowing. I learned quick though, but you know, we used to disinfect the shit out the mats because we had to put them in the lunchroom because we didn't have we used to practice in the lunchroom. So yeah, that's what I kind of learned about it. But yeah, I would want someone to let me know. I mean, it was an uncomfortable conversation, and you know, like you said, people that are meeting and screwing the same couple days, maybe the second date. I think it's responsible, even though you know things happen. But I would like to know, and I also like to know if you slashed tires or you know did any kind of crazy shit in your past that possibly could reoccur. I mean, I know it's asking a lot, but
bro, is it okay for you to sleep with more than one woman in the same day?
Man,
I mean, if you clean up,
if you
just gonna let my picture just.
I would say it's probably trifling behavior, but if you're not in a relationship with nobody, you sleep with as many people as you want to, as long as you protect yourself and protect them.
Does that rule apply to women as well?
It does. I know a woman who's done it many a times, and I don't judge her. She wasn't married or nothing. She wasn't.
Ricks, would you judge her?
committed to anybody.
Nah, I don't really. I'm not a judge like that. I don't really judge women on their past. Everybody has a past, including me. You know what I mean. So I don't really judge women straight off that. I deal with them accordingly. That's the word of the day for me, accordingly. Because you know what I'm saying.
I like that, Ricks.
I like to pay attention and see what's going on.
And I'm like that because I'm not perfect and with female. I wouldn't want to know, but I know that some people love to have sex, man. It's just they don't look at it like that. It's like, hey, we fucking let's what's up, and it ain't nothing. There ain't no feelings attached to it. We just, hey, I want it. I want you. You want me. Let's go. And you know, maybe I want this motherfucker too. And hey, that's what's up. Clean.
So and that's what Rick said, as long as she cleans up after herself or he cleans up after herself. But what if it's I mean, you're not looking at having multiple sex partners in the same day as being a bit raunchy, because for me, you know, things could happen during that escapade, whether you have a prophylactic on or not. I think you should be a little bit more cautious with how you move. I mean, are you doing it, you know, out of boredom? Are you doing it because you feel obligated because, you know, the person took you to dinner or took you out on a date, or, you know, do you have like some form of an addiction?
There may be a threesome involved. It may not even be just two different men who don't know each other. They may know each other, and that's how shit gets going.
Word up.
So let's put that on the table for a second. Let's just put pause on that. I'm speaking about you and I go on a date. We wound up sleeping together, and then boom, we go our separate ways. You went back out. You know what I'm saying? You called up another shorty that you chilling with. You wind up sleeping with her.
Right. Yeah, that's possible.
So you're not in a relationship. You're saying that's okay. You cleaned up after yourself. You're good.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say do it on a regular. If it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna be like, nah, I'm good. I had some pussy earlier. I'm good. I'm not
disagree with it, but again,
it happens. It happens. I mean, it happens. Like I said, I probably wouldn't do it on a regular, but if it happens, hey, it is what it is. Like
you sucking two pussy. You sucking two different pussies in the same
everybody
day.
Pussy don't get sucked. No, everybody pussy don't get
But
sucked.
what if these are two females that you deal with like that? What if these are two females that you deal with like that, and that's a part of your regimen?
I'm gonna tell you this. I never ate two pussies in a day.
Let's go.
I smashed two bitches in a day. Excuse my language. But I never ate two pussies in a day. So that I can't put my mouth. I can't go that hard. I can't go that hard.
Okay, so you have boundaries.
I definitely got damn boundaries. I got boundaries like a motherfucker. I mean, I got my little, I do, you know what I'm saying, little shit most people won't do, but like most people here married, they're in relationships. I'm kind of, I could kind of do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So.
Right.
But I mean, just because they married don't mean they didn't have a past, and I'm not asking them to, open up Pandora's box, because trust me when I tell you, I respect marriage. I respect marriage to the utmost. So I wouldn't dare ask anybody on here married, including myself, if it's not viewed as having a respectable conversation, I wouldn't dare ask anybody to step outside of their comfort zone. But I think for me, men would judge a woman if she had two male sex partners in the same day, whether it was protected or not.
But here's the question.
I'm not.
So let me ask this question.
Sure.
Who cares? Like at the end of the day, I will never know. I will never know unless you had like a moral compass to be like, I gotta tell him. So if you did me dirty, Monica, and was like, hey, you smashed me, then an hour later you smashed your other homeboy that hit you up, I would never know if you didn't have a moral compass to be like, hey, let me tell Tez what I just did. No.
Let me tell you, Tez.
At the end of the day, I can't judge you on something I probably will never hypothetically know. I will never know this until you like start spilling the beans on yourself. At which point,
and you know what?
Like, so
I'm sorry, sweetheart. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying, like, no offense, like, but we're putting like hypothetical situations on us being omnipresent and knowing like all the details. Like, if she be in a scuzz bucket, she gonna be a scuzz bucket. Scuzz buckets don't tell their business like that.
Right.
So if I'm a stand-up righteous guy, I'll never know what a scuzz bucket is doing.
So Tez, let me say this to you. I just want to jump in real quick because I want to know. I've heard, and I grew up with men, boys. I was the one female in all of the male crews back in the day. I was told that men know if somebody else ran in that pussy. I was told that.
You can.
And hold on. And on the female side, I've dealt with a man where I know how his schlong gets with me. And I know when it don't get like that with me, my antennas are going up. And I'm saying, you didn't hit your shit before you got with me, because I know how you are when we're getting together. Hey, so I know you ain't hit your shit before you got with me.
So you mean to tell me Steph Curry ain't had a bad shoot night before?
Yeah.
I mean, he has, right? So every man have bad shooting nights. It is what it is. So you can't assume that he was out there flirting with another shorty when he came over to smash.
You're right. That's why you asked the question.
But
you asked the question.
If nobody says anything.
So you mean to tell me if you ran up in a lady and it didn't feel right, you were just living your thoughts and not ask the question?
Well, first off, I mean, it depends on the level of running up in. If it's a shorty I just bagged and tagged, of course I'm not going to know what the curvature of her vagina feels like every freaking stroke. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if it's a woman that I've been stroking for like months,
regular,
maybe.
Yeah. Right.
But I mean, like if it's just like, I met shorty last week, Friday. Okay, bet. I'm going to hit her up. Then, that's right. My main girl, I'm going to call her up right now because guess what? I want my main girl today too. I'm being greedy.
Okay.
Like, like.
Yeah, these situations y'all was describing, like I said, I've had these experiences in real life. I've had a woman I was dealing with just on her own without me, because I would do a lot of listening with her. I've learned if you just shut up and listen, you learn a whole lot. And she would just go to blabbing. And she told me when she was married, she used to sleep with her husband and another guy in the same day because her husband couldn't please her. And I didn't judge her in that moment, but I did make a distinction and say, chick, I will never marry you. Because I already know what you're capable of.
Man,
it ain't the who, it's the what. So what you're capable of. So, that's what I said in my mind, but I didn't judge her in that moment. I mean, you do what you do. And the reason I didn't judge, I mean, I didn't do that in my marriage, but I definitely, had some days where I had some tour days.
Tour days, word up.
You wanna know something, Dixie? I'm feeling that. And I've had moments where, I like somebody a lot and sexually they didn't please me. I had to tell them. If we were going to continue to be intimate with one another, I had to tell them, because I'm not going to keep engaging in sexual activity with you if you're not pleasing me. And I think it's safe to say sex is a good percentage of a healthy relationship. Is that fair?
Yeah,
is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Very fair.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we're going to engage in sexual activity and you're not pleasing me, is it the size? Is it how you move? Is it that you nut fast? Is it that you can't eat pussy? Is it that your teeth getting in the way? I think that these conversations need to be had, because if not, I'm going to make the decision that the young lady did. I could make the decision that the young lady made, Dixie, that you're speaking of, and go run elsewhere.
Damn.
And that's not fair to either one of us.
That's gotta hurt. That goes along with the sexual chemistry and shit. And that's the question I asked the other day. I would want to sample the words before I tied the knot, because what if you're not, and it could be something that you couldn't change. And you
But that
go ahead, bro.
Oh, go ahead. I just want to say, and that also speaks again to the previous question we had going, that I prefer a woman to be an open book with me, because you can learn a whole lot.
Right.
I'm glad I learned that about her when I did. So, and that wasn't the only reason, but I knew right from that day forward, nah, I'm cool. We'll just be friends,
Right.
So
Well, bro, I want to circle back to what you had just said, sampling before marriage. That is a question that I think we should discuss. Is it important for you to have sex prior to tying a knot with somebody, or can you preserve yourself and wait until after marriage? Is it that important?
Wallace, that thumbnail is hilarious, man.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like this, it's 2022, and I know traditionally back in the day, I mean, it was you was not cool to divorce. Widower was kind of like the black sheep. I think with the new age now, 2022, with the last 20 to 30 years, I've shacked up a few times. People shack up. Basically is a trial period. Can you live together? Not just sex, but some people can't live together. I had a relationship to where everything else was great, but we could not live together. It just didn't work. Our habits were different. Yeah, and this one sacrifices, this one feels they don't need to. They feel that you're the problem. But I think all those things, to promote a healthy relationship, you need to know what you're about to get yourself into. You might snore all damn night, and this person couldn't, sleeps. Don't a penny hitting the ground, they could wake up, and meanwhile, hubby's snoring over here, or maybe you ain't sexually compatible, and then you're waiting for marriage and you're saving yourself. I get that, but on the flip side of that, it's good to sample the wares and know, she put it down. I could see myself. This is perfect. She cool. We we get along. We like the same shit, and the sex is great, and she makes a hell of a sandwich. I'm
going to state my position real quickly. Would you go to a car lot and commit yourself to a 5-year lease or a 5-year commitment to own a car without test driving? Hell no. I ain't finna do that in the other area either, where it's gonna be more costly if it don't work out, or I don't like it. Sorry.
What does the chat say? What you guys in the chat? Guys listening right now, we got 14 viewers. What do you guys think about that? Just go ahead and chime off in the chat while we start. Sorry, man.
I need Brother Malcolm to get off of mute.
That's more of a traditional marriage anyway. It ain't traditional no more. It's 2000.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
What Malcolm eating, Brother Malcolm?
Ooh.
He right there. He been
What's
eating since the podcast started.
Yeah, he about to say
Like
something
somebody
crazy.
gonna steal.
He been
his
driving,
food.
man. He been on the road all day. He been trying to make it back for the show.
Oh, he didn't say that.
Yeah,
Where you been, brother Malcolm? Look at him. He eating a whole nother plate.
cornflakes or something.
I don't know what he eating, but he been.
It's
tearing
bullshit.
that
You
shit
can't
up.
see that, brother.
I never disagree with that, but again,
Oh, it looked like a salad, maybe.
Oh, eating him Wendy salad.
Oh, in a Tupperware bowl.
Right.
I need you to come off of mute, brother Malcolm. I need to ask you a question. I want to talk about women and the importance of having them in your life.
Mm.
Come on now.
What was the question?
I love you today. I love you today. I said, let's talk about women and the importance of you having them in your life. Are women important to you?
Yeah, I wouldn't be here without a woman.
True that.
So of course.
Okay, so we all came through the canal of a woman.
Hold
whether it
on,
was
Monica.
vaginal
1
or
second,
through
Monica. Hold on.
C-section.
Hold on.
Happy hour. It's bullshit. You can't see that, brother.
All right, go ahead. You good? Sorry.
But I wanna elaborate a little further on how you view women in your life.
How I view women in my life.
This guy, man.
Sounds like a loaded question there, but
It is. So just start talking.
I view women as necessary in the world. Period. I mean, for the success of our species as humans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're just as important as men. We can't go on unless we got women. So
they have the same value, you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So to you, women and men hold the same value.
Yeah.
Okay. So will you ever commit to another woman?
I never say never.
Okay.
I don't plan
Just
on
not
that,
right
but-
now.
Yeah, to one woman, no, I don't plan on doing that. But
Okay. So I know in previous conversations, when you speak about women, you talk about you're not spending more than $25 on them on a date. Is that still the same? Did that number go up?
I could
With
see
inflation.
on a first date. I think $50 is my maximum. I would spend $50 on the first date,
Ain't
and then
bad.
$25 will be on the second date, and then the third date, you gotta come over. So
Meaning she got to pay.
So when you say come over, what is she bringing to your house? Does she have to
Yeah,
bring
come
something to your
over the
house?
house.
Or is she coming over to have sex? What is she doing?
we're gonna progress towards sex.
All right. Hey.
So, but the
So
third
by
date is
date 3.
yeah, the third date we need to be progressing towards sex of some sort.
Bring your pajamas. Come over, bring your pajamas.
Is she staying the night or is just
that bag with the
coming
buckle
over,
zipper.
having
bring
sex,
an overnight
and then
bag.
she gotta go?
Well, it depends on what I got going on the next day. You know what I'm saying? And, we'll work that out. It's not a catch-all bait. Everybody's not. Things are gonna be different with different people. But
I hear you, Tone.
yeah, I'm gauging. The purpose of dating is gauging your interest in me. From my understanding about women, which is not much, y'all pretty much know what you want to do, like pretty soon. So if I'm the guy that you want, you know what I mean? If I'm the guy that you want to be around, you sort of already know that by the third date. So we're not gonna play around. We're not gonna play little kid games and shit. You're not gonna get $300 meals and shit out of me. It's not what we're doing.
So by the third date, she need to come over. Y'all need to progress. Y'all need to be progressing towards having sex. What if she's
We're
not
gonna be
ready?
progressing towards sex on the first date, but I'm just saying by the third date is when at the latest is when you need to be. We're making plans for you to come over. So
Okay. So does that mean engaging in conversation on the first date, talking about sex?
Yeah.
And what the plans are? Okay. What if by date 3 she's not ready for that?
Okay.
Will you have her back for a 4th date?
No. You can come over. I mean, you know, we're gonna pick up from date 3, no matter what point that you decide you're ready. You know, but if you ain't ready, common sense tells me your head is still with some other guy, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're not ready for a woman means that, you know, there's something else going on.
3 dinners. That's the 3 dinner, and then we need to be looking to take it to the next level. That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm thinking like 3.
So I kind of agree with that. Something definitely got to be happening. Got to be 3 intimacy. Got to be something. The king's just gonna have me taking you out.
Right.
You said 3 what? I didn't understand you. What did you say?
Talking about, we're agreeing what you were saying about the 3rd time, the 3rd date. Something got to be kind of progressive as far as 3 times, 3 dinners. But now
ain't no dinner. Ain't no dinner, bro.
The 3rd time's no dinner?
I don't do dinner, period, bro. That's after the 3rd date or whatever, bro. But we ain't doing no dinners. A date doesn't mean dinner. We're going to have drinks or something, you know what I mean? But
okay, I got what you're saying. I'm kind of lumping that onto one thing.
Yeah, I don't feed you. You better come out. You better, you know, if you want to eat, that's you. You pay for it.
Bring a bag lunch then.
Yeah, whatever.
A bag lunch.
Wait, listen, I can tell.
If you're giving me good energy, I may pay for like an appetizer or something, but you know what I mean? Other than that, anything more than
Friday bucks.
Yeah.
Well, I could vibe with that because I've been in situations where I like to go out to eat dinner, but I ain't, I'll go get drinks first, kind of to break the ice, see where you at, have a couple of drinks. And then if we meet again, that means that we vibed out the first time. If it hit a flat the first date, I'm probably not going to, because you gotta think, when you first meet and you trying to pull all the stops out, you're trying to kind of impress. So if that shit is not meant, I'm not probably going to do a second date. I might do it if you kind of still need to see, but by that 3rd and 4th time, and then seriously going out and getting to know one another, I mean, a kiss on the cheek or something's gotta progress with me.
Something. I need something.
Yeah.
I need like, you have to show me that you're interested in. I need that. That's probably
here's what I'm trying to. Let me share my screen real quick, if you don't mind.
Hold on, real quick before you do. Latoya Thompson, she said, "Come over for what?" And she says, "You answer that. Is this a slumber party?" She said, "You heard brother Malcolm." Yes. And she says, "The point of dating is to gather information about one another." Miss Vales, how you say her name again?
Kyra.
She said, "What up, fellas? How you doing, Kyra? I am late dealing with my little people. Hey, glad you to make it." Also, Tone said before, yes, ain't no waiting. You need a sample before marriage, and you need to shack up first. I'm with him. So yeah. So moving on, I'll give y'all back.
I just want to circle back to the whole by date 3 we should know something. I mean, if you, I don't think 2 people linking up is automatic we're gonna have sex. If you and I met and we jived well, I don't think necessarily, sex, should be like a topic for us to discuss. Unless, people do put disclaimers out there to say, I'm not looking for anything right now, but
that's what's on a man's mind. I would say that coming into it, that's what's on a man's mind. It may not be for a female, but for a male, a man is thinking that.
I want to find that out as soon as possible.
So
that
goes back to what Latoya was saying. Go ahead.
So if you do see a woman and you're attracted to her, and that is on your mind, you're thinking about smashing. If she says to you that that's not, she's on a break right now, she's trying to get herself together, is that an automatic disqualification?
Not forever, but for right now, yeah.
So when you say not forever, meaning whenever she's ready to have sex again, come back to you?
If a woman is into you, I think you'll get a call. You'll find out sooner or later. She'll figure out how to reach you. If a woman's into you, she'll figure out how to reach you.
Wow.
I agree with that. I agree with
that too. I'm with that.
And I only deal with women that's into me. Just only the ones who are up for consideration.
Yeah, you and a nigga be pulling the stop out and try to get somebody, and I've never liked that either. I ain't got a
if you don't show an interest,
if
you don't have an interest level, and for me, I always do it on a level of 1 to 10. So if you think of interest on a scale of 1 to 10, I only want to deal with a woman whose interest is in the 9 or 10 range. If your interest level is not at a 9, then I don't want to waste my time.
But interested how though? What does she have to say to you to let you know that she's interested?
I mean, a woman's interested, I mean, all the brothers, I don't want to speak for everybody, you know what I mean? But I'm certain that men have dealt with women who were highly interested in them.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that y'all could know the difference. Y'all can speak on that if y'all.
So let me tell you why I'm asking that question, because that could be very slippery slope. A woman, you're right. If a woman is into you, she's going to have a certain look. She's going to move a certain way. Her dynamic is going to be very different than somebody who's just, like far left field, right? That could be very tricky though. If I'm not looking for no relationship. I ain't looking to wine and dine you with no $300 meals. How do you keep a female's interest if you have such cutthroat stipulations about your time with a woman?
Here's the. Can I just jump in, Malcolm?
Yeah.
I'll be agreeing with everything you be saying, bro. So by all means, please. It's probably a little softer from him, so it's more acceptable. But
hey, what you trying to say, man? I'm
saying you better with the words than I am, bro. Because for me, it's just.
I think the thing that we're like, not we, but I think the thing that women fail to realize is that men now are taking their time seriously, and if we are going to invest, like, time is currency, so. Not only do we have dollar currency, we have time currency. And with a man, we only have, granted, we can reproduce for the rest of our lives. I got a granddaddy who had a kid at 70. I don't want to have a kid at 70, right? I don't want to live, you know what I'm saying? So women have to understand that our time is extremely valuable because we're giving up our time when we could be chasing money because we have ambition. We want to conquer, we want to own, we want to dominate. That is in our nature and in our DNA. So there's a limited amount of time that a man is going to spend on a woman, no matter who she is. She could be Halle Berry. If Halle Berry don't have a personality, I don't care how fine she is. She's taking up my time, and she's taking up too much of my time. So if she's not reciprocating what I feel, like my currencies, right? Because time and money are my two currencies that I'm sacrificing to spend time with you. There has to be some level of reciprocation to show a value of what I'm giving up, because I know what I can be doing with that time and that money, or who I can be spending that will appreciate said time and money better than you. So what Malcolm is saying is, yeah, he's got a 3-date, a date, mind you. Now, and then let's redefine what a date is. A date is coffee. Hey, let's go Sunday morning. Let's go get a Danish and some coffee and let's just talk. Like, dates don't have to be like going to the movies, going out to eat. Like, if I can't have a conversation with you on a date, it don't have to be an intimate situation, just over coffee. That's further letting me know that's somebody I don't want to waste any more of my time over. Because you might be dry.
At a state park.
You might be a dry human being.
And go walk.
Yeah. So
a date could be what you make it, but I think my focal point is, if you are specifically looking for females to be into you, what look are you specifically looking for when you have no interest in going any further into a committed relationship? Because what is that look that y'all are talking about that is separate from commitment? Because there's a look that a female can give a man when she wants more than just some dick. Then there's a look where, nigga, I want to fuck. Okay? Right. But what look are you looking for in a female that makes you say she's into me? Knowing that you got boundaries and you got hard boundaries, and she ain't going past a certain.
The look thing is, I think, for y'all niggas, okay? For me, it's words. It's words and deeds. I'm a man, so I don't care about I don't deal too much with the feeling aspect of something like that. I want to know by your words and your deeds. You know what I mean? Like, men have a saying, like, my word is my bond. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I give you my word, hey, I'm going to be there, and I show up, that's how you know my interest level. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So if I tell you, hey, this is what we're doing on this first date, right? This is how I want you to dress on the date. Dress like this because this is what we're going to be doing. Say we're going to a park and we're going to walk. So I tell you what to do. You show up on time, dress like I told you to dress, to me, that shows me that your interest level is high enough in me to do, you know what I mean, to follow along with my program, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a woman that's willing to follow my program.
Okay.
So that's the interest level that I want. So the lady that asked, what does interest look like? That's what interest looks like. Somebody who's interested in me and what I'm trying to accomplish in life and how she can add on to that.
Oh, word.
That's what high interest looks like.
Okay. So again, you're looking for a woman that will follow your lead in everything that you just spoke. But what about hers? What about her? What about her interests? What about what she is looking for?
Her interest should be in me.
You. So solely you and not her own. She should have no interest whatsoever.
She definitely needs to have some interest. She definitely needs to have some interest. But she needs to be interested and highly interested in how she can help me in my life.
So your interest is to be top priority.
Yeah.
She can have some, but your shit come first.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. So Tez, circling back to you, because I know you were trying to clarify some things, for Brother Malcolm, and I definitely respect what you were saying. Is that what you were trying to convey?
Somewhat. And what I mean by and I get what Malcolm is saying, because here's the thing. I'm a firm believer in we all have like God ordained roles. Like we are the head, you are the, we lead, right? So if you want a man to lead, right, these are the things that he wants to lead you to. I'm not saying you can't have interests, you can't have goals, but if you want me to be your leader of the household, the leader that's going to rate, because I'm a biblical person. So the man who is going to raise our children to be the lead, you must allow me to do that. And you must follow my lead. If there are things that you want to do, convey them to me. And if there are things that I can do to help you accomplish your dreams and goals while also following my lead as your lead, I'm going to do that. But don't just say like, hey, if I'm supposed to do my job and lead my family in the righteous path, either you rough ride, rough, or roll over.
So, but Tez, you're speaking from a perspective of commitment, correct? Because Malcolm is speaking from, and Malcolm, correct me if I'm wrong, Malcolm is speaking in general in regards to women. So you're speaking.
But I think that's with anybody with my time. Like I don't just give my time to anybody.
Right.
Like I'm here with Wide Body. He shows me respect, so I'm here for Wide Body because guess what? This is my brother. He showed me a respect for my time, so therefore I'm willing to sacrifice my time to give to him. Same thing with a woman. It don't matter what it is with any human. If you don't respect the currency of time that people give you, then you don't deserve it. And that's not a heart to you. You could be the most gracious person on the planet. But if you do not show me that level of respect for my time, just like I'm showing you, like, look, if I meet you halfway, but you want me to go 60 for you to go 40, it's not happening. Like I've already, if I'm setting up what it is for us to even just be together and you don't respect that, that's a big thing. Like, what's my man's name? Gary Chapman. He wrote a book called Love and Respect. Women want love, men want respect.
Right.
Period. So if women don't understand that, if you do not understand that a man, whatever he does in life is out of being, you respect him in return, because that's our currency that we receive.
Hey, I got something from the chat.
You respecting us is our love language. And then in reciprocation, we love you. Like that is how it is. Like that's, like I said, I'm biblical. That's in the Bible.
Hey,
men love your wives, women respect your husbands. That's biblical.
We got some questions from the chat. I want to keep them waiting there. Latoya and Kyrie, they totally agree with you. Digger says, "Oh, word is bomb." Latoya Thompson, I think time is valuable for both parties, especially if you're taking time away from their kids and family to go on a date. Latoya Thompson also wants to know, Brother Malcolm, how do you show interest in a woman?
I love it. But again, go ahead and tell him.
Next question, man. How does a man show? What does she look like?
I think she's specifically asking you a question. Whatever she looks like, it doesn't matter. She's asking.
Yes, it does. That's what matters to a man. That's how you get it.
Hold on, I'm checking something out. I mean,
that's how you get interest. You know what interest looks like in you. You know when dudes are interested in you. Get the fuck out of here. You know, women play that game where I didn't know they were. You know when a man's fucking interested in you.
Well, no, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Beholder.
So she was asking you specifically. So if you're specific,
So you never had a man come up to you to talk to you, just you know what I'm saying, where you knew he was interested, you knew where he was getting at.
Listen, she's asking you. The thing is, she's asking you specifically, and you answered her. You said, "What does she look like?" You're talking about looks.
Yeah.
So if that's what sparks your interest, then that's your answer. Don't flip it on me. She just asked you the question. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not a tug of war. I mean, these are questions in the panel that are being asked of us. These are questions in the chat that are being asked of us on the panel.
We thank y'all for definitely contributing to the chat as well.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
And Taz, I definitely appreciate your insight on the topic as well.
I appreciate Malcolm's as well too. I think
absolutely.
I think all aspects.
Always do. Always do.
You welcome, Monica. No problem. You know I love you, girl.
I love you too, and I know Brother Malcolm think I don't love him, but I love him. He's a Malcolm. I love you, boy. I love you. Look at that heart.
Even though you're a Cowboys fan, it is what it is.
You see it, right? I had it on. I bought my Mississippi chain when I was in Dallas a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Hey, listen, somebody got to tell you what you need to hear, girl, and I love you, so might as well be me.
Bro, listen, I got love, and it don't need to be you. I get love every day. I'm being told every day that I'm loved and I'm valued, my brother.
You're being told what you want to hear or what you need to hear?
Now, Cypher, is what it is.
I specialize in telling you
what it is.
I specialize.
It's what it is. Let me just let you know that right now. I don't welcome fake love. And when the energy is fake, I cut it the fuck off. And I know you my peoples. So I ain't even worried about that bullshit. I know you do. I know you do. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, you honestly are one of the most solid brothers that I ever met in my life. And I will fuck with you to the end of time. You one of the most solid brothers that I ever met in my life. And I love your personality. I love your character.
Kyrie said, we love you, Malcolm.
Hell yeah. Me and my peoples talk about you all the time, brother Malcolm.
Who said this?
My cousin Kyra.
Kyra. God damn it. I'm just bad with names. Kyra.
Says he been fucking this name up since last week. He had a
you
whole
know Kaya. I be messing with my niece Kaya. It's weird, dude. It ain't nothing personal. I'm just bad with names. Kyra.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Like I mean, each and every one of these brothers on this panel have shown me love. And
I love all the women
right
in the world. And I just want to tell them that they got a role to play, but it ain't a man's role. You know what I'm saying? It's a woman's role.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree with that. It's definitely not a man's role, and a lot of us have had to learn how to scale back because
feminism has led you wrong.
Kyrie.
No, you want to Kyra. You want to know something, Malcolm? The absence of a man has caused women to be more masculine in their position. And when they do get a real man in their life, you got to scale that shit back. You have to scale it back. And lesson learned just from me. You know what I'm saying? I can speak for myself. Like I was a single parent up until I met, my husband. I had to scale it all the way to fuck back because he's a man's man, and it was no problem for me to allow him to take lead. Even though in my relationships, I did allow a man to be man, but they fucked up.
Michelle Nobles, welcome. She said so true.
Well, over here, ain't about what you allow. It's about what's going to happen. So here's what's going to happen is I am going to take the lead. That's how it's going to be. It's not going to be what you allow.
So let me clarify. Allow meaning, and I'm just saying this for me. Allow meaning I have a choice to accept you in my life, just like you have a choice to accept me in your life. So that's what I mean by allow.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So I get what you're saying.
Kyra.
Yes.
Yes.
He said it right.
Kyra.
He said it right.
Kyra. Now you're going to please stop saying my name.
all the way down in Mississippi. Bro, what part of Mississippi your mother live in?
Who? Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, she in Louisiana.
Oh, she in Louisiana. Okay.
Yeah, Natchitoches, our south side. It's right between Shreveport and Alexandria.
Oh, okay.
Called Natchitoches. Where the
Okay.
crawfish is good and the babies are plentiful.
ain't nobody eating no fucking baby roaches.
No, the babies, meaning they ain't got nothing to do down there but to make
No,
babies.
crawfish.
Oh.
They look like baby
lobsters. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Hey,
I
you
can't
get a thing of butter and you crack all the
Nah,
shells.
bro. They look like
and then you put 'em
grasshoppers.
in a big
They
thing.
look like grasshoppers or something.
For real.
Waveland.
Can't eat them things, but I'm not from the south,
Yeah,
so I
she's in
don't
Waveland,
engage.
Mississippi.
That's not me.
She in Waveland, Mississippi, bro.
I don't know if
Oh,
it's good
oh,
in the
okay, that's
gumbo.
what's up. Okay. Kyra,
So she said, yeah, she's in Waveland, Mississippi.
Okay. Baton Rouge, Michael Haynes. Shout out to Baton Rouge out there.
Hey, my big brother. Hey,
Oh.
bro. That's my brother.
Welcome, welcome, Michael.
That's right.
Yeah, we in here, man.
My bro.
We're gonna get some
Hey,
to get some
yo,
things- Go
man,
ahead,
yo,
man.
who is Latoya Thompson's brother Malcolm gets my pressure high? That's what she gotta say.
Get your press.
That's what she did.
Hey, brother Malcolm, we had a good laugh about you a short while ago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
laughing at me, huh? Is that how I feel?
Of
But
course
not
we
dis-
laughing
but
at
but
you.
but let me say this though. Let me say this. Not disagreeing with Malcolm though, because the energy that Malcolm is giving is what women love. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, true.
Let's keep it all the way a buck. So
Let me-
it's a lot of commentary and stuff. I'm just keeping it real. It's a lot of commentary and stuff, but I think women appreciate a man that says what it is and what it ain't.
Oh yeah.
And says you gonna get on this program or you can kick rocks. Because
Hey,
it's
Brother
a lot
Wallace,
of other of us, it's a lot of other us that kind of cater.
Yeah.
And then we cater so long that we end up losing power and we end up losing face in the eyes of a woman. So I give props to Malcolm. I give 100% respect to him.
Absolutely.
There's enough white knights and capes and you know, supermen and super simps out there. It's enough of them out there
Yeah.
already.
But listen, being nice, let me say this real quick.
Oh,
being nice at work, or I mean, you got to be political and stuff at work, but being nice at work and being nice in relationships always has led me to be in a position where I get upset.
Right.
Let me say this to you. Don't come to me as the representative. Come to me as your true authentic self.
Amen.
And while
Like that.
I'm saying that in respect to what you just said, Wallace. A real woman is going to look at Malcolm, and even though she might have some other things formulating in her mind, that fairy shit, me personally, I want to know more. I want to listen more.
Hey, and you know what? You know what's some real shit too? Latoya, she said I make her blood pressure gets high. You want to know? She also asked what interest looks like. That's what interest looks like.
Ooh,
That's what it looks like right there.
Ooh, okay.
Right.
That's
Bang,
that fairy
bang,
dust.
bang.
You sprinkling that fairy dust. Where Toya at? Tell her please respond.
That's what it looks like.
Because let me say this. We say this about men not being able to navigate these relationships or being able to navigate a certain way. But women don't know necessarily how to navigate liking a guy either. Many women don't.
Nah,
They don't know how to navigate. They don't know how to navigate. It's a lot of women that don't even know how to give a guy like feminine energy to make
Elaborate, Brother Wallace.
make him. I'm trying to make him kind of connect with her, because you know, like when you in middle school and a girl will like hit you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That people be like, you know, well, why is she hitting you? She probably like you.
Mm-hmm.
I think women do the same thing. I think women try to test men's nuts, you know, mentally, intellectually, or emotionally when they like them in many cases, to see if that man can be somebody that they can respect.
But that chimes into that masculine energy that they try to portray, like they are somebody, when it's just in reality. Don't no man want to deal with a girl who act like a nigga.
None.
Let's keep it above.
Not
No,
one.
not a single solid man.
But,
I don't care if
but
he
women don't know what acting like that is. They don't recognize it when they doing it.
Like
they don't recognize it. Sorry, go ahead, bro.
Nah, I mean, it's just saying, I think it's a level of aggression that women think they need to have when they don't. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? You don't, like, as a matter of fact, you don't need to be aggressive with a man at all.
None. They don't need
because so let me just jump in.
Women are going to
let me jump in. Let me jump in
versus
real quick.
aggression is completely different. Like Brother Malcolm, like, for example, women try to do what Malcolm do. You can't do what a man do.
Right.
Like, that's not how it works in dating. Like, what Malcolm can do, a woman can't pull off, and she don't need to pull that off. Like, maybe, like, I guess this whole, like, I got to act this way to be a CEO, to be a boss. No, you don't. Not when it comes to, if you really want a man, you don't need to act like that. If you want to defend yourself in the corporate America that they've been brainwashing you to do, cool. That's fine. Stand your ground. Be Wonder Woman it out. I don't care.
Yeah,
when
don't bring that shit home.
Like a man, especially if it's a man that you think is like a viable partner for you do not need to do that whatsoever.
So Tez, let me just say this to you, because again, and we've had this conversation a few shows ago. I don't think it was woman's choice for man to abandon his home to go do whatever he did in the streets, right? So women had to step up to the hold on. So women had to step up to the plate in a manner that may have contributed to some masculinity, right? And then those children grew up and then they raised their children and so on and so forth. So we have generational curses that we're fighting today, and masculinity and femininity are two, as we can see what's going on in the world. These are two very high characteristics of boys and girls, right? So when you use the word man and the term woman, when you use the word man and the word woman, right now I'm looking at a man's man and I'm looking at a woman's woman, and I'm agreeing with you. A woman's woman does not have to bring on this facade of I need to protect myself in a masculine setting. But you do need to understand, number one, your purpose. You do need to understand who you're dealing with, and y'all both need to be on the same page. That's not happening across the board. It's not.
Why is that?
And it could be a level of comfort. It could be a lack of communication. It could be a lack of understanding who you're dealing with. And what I will say, which is why I appreciate you, Malcolm, because you're not bringing a representative. You're bringing your true, authentic self to the table. Not many people are doing that, Tez. They not. And they will call themselves men all day long. Women do the same shit. They bring the representative, but want to call themselves women. What defines a man and what defines a woman? Because our beliefs may be different when it comes to that.
Well, we figured out that women like hearing what they want to hear. And if dudes want to get the sex, we started learning that it's easier just to tell women what they want to hear. I got no interest in telling women what they want to hear.
A man want to hear what they want to hear too. A man want to know, hey, you gonna get this pussy by the third date.
Well, whether I'm gonna get it or not.
Right or wrong. Right or wrong. A man don't want to know.
Don't lie to me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tell me the truth. But women, it's easier for us to lie to you and get the ass. You know what I mean? Because women like hearing what they want to hear. But with me I'm just not interested in telling you what you want to hear. Any woman. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. I'm gonna be honest. And it's irregular whether you know what I mean, irrespective of whether or not I get, the sex from a woman. I'm just at the point where I'm not interested in telling a woman what she wants to hear anymore.
Huh. Okay.
That's it.
But the reason why things are what they are is because feminism lied to y'all. Y'all all went and watched The Color Purple and decided that men were too evil, and if you put your trust in a man, we were going to violate that trust and all that. Black people went from being the most married group in America, the most married in the 40s and 50s, our grandmothers and them, to being the least married race group in America.
You see what Latoya's saying, Malcolm?
It's because women bought into the feminist ideas, and feminism in itself was a lie to y'all. They told y'all can be, the way to be is to be masculine and to be like men, and that you would achieve more. You'd be judged on your achievements. And nowhere have I ever seen a man that said, "Damn, look at that girl, man. Look at that girl's degree over there, or look at that girl's bank account." I've never seen the dude break his neck to look at a girl's degree or their bank account. We don't care about your accomplishments.
No, I don't care about the accomplishment, but that agree.
That's secondary. I ain't never looked at a girl with a big ass and be like, "Damn, I wonder what kind of degree she got." I didn't give a shit. I'm looking like, "Damn, she got a big ass. She could come with me on my program and I'll make her rich." I don't care. She'd be with me. She'd work out just fine with that big old ass. But that's
I would be like, man, she looked like she grew up with her mama and her daddy.
true, but that's not the first thing that grabs you though.
Not the first thing. But I'd be
Right.
like, you know what? I bet she came up with her daddy in the house. That's a good thing.
Know it up.
But see, feminism tells them that well, first of all, feminism is a bunch of ugly ass women that's mad because they fucking ugly and no man wants them. So, you know, that off top, they just hate.
Nah, man, that's a child support office.
Let me put my face up on that one.
Yeah, they're just angry because they ain't beautiful.
That's the people that work at the child. It's the people that work at the child support office.
They hate on the beautiful women, you know what I mean? Because they get all the male attention. They tell you, well, it shouldn't matter whether or not what you look like. It should matter what your
Well, then, if that's the
accomplishments
case
are.
with
No,
that
those are-
logic, it shouldn't matter how much money I got. I should have a bus pass and I should get a woman, right?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Right.
Those are male. Those are masculine. Those are masculine things of what they look at.
You can.
Those are masculine things, and they project that on us. What they're looking for, what women are looking for, they projecting that on us. Like that's what we care about. We don't care about that. We care about what you look like. That's what draws us in. Men are shallow. We're shallow. We're supposed to be dumber than y'all. Y'all are supposed to be smarter than us.
Damn.
Until we start hitting them with logic, then it's just like, no, we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I like a good conversation. But the looks do.
I think if you hit a female with logic and she doesn't understand where you're coming from, if you're willing to spend some time with her, educate her. Don't dismiss her. Don't judge her.
No. That's okay. So
have a conversation.
You kind of hit a nerve.
It's not a nerve.
No, because the thing is, I've seen so many, and I've had so many conversations with women where I'm just like, hey, like this is like I'm giving you a glimpse into the mind of a man. My approach isn't as harsh as Brother Malcolm's, but I'm telling you the truth. If you're not willing and open to understand that, hey, like, okay, for example, prime example, and I can speak for myself, right? I went to a marriage coach and I was like, hey, man, what am I doing wrong? So I took full accountability for my human being self because guess what? I can be an asshole. And it's subconscious, right? So I have to evaluate like, hey, what am I doing wrong that's not attracting a certain, it's like the way my wife or response that I want, or why am I getting upset at something she's saying that if you just break down the words, they don't mean anything. Like when you try to expose, like when you're openly gonna expose yourself, there's a sense of like you have to take a step back and be like humility about it. Most women I've met wouldn't be human, like wouldn't show the humility enough to even try to diagnose what it is within themselves. That might be like, okay, maybe this is a red flag. Maybe if how I act like this, like I can see how this can turn somebody off. Like accountability is self, like being self-accountable. And that's another reason why most women, like, even if you do, like, even if I presented logic to them, if you're not willing to be self-accountable to apply said logic to yourself, you'll never understand it. You'll never see it. And it can be in black and white.
Yo, why are almost 90% of all the chess players in the world men? Why don't women play chess the way men do? And here's why. Because in chess, every move you move, there's a counter move to that. And basically you got repercussions due to the moves that you make. So you have to plan out the way, with our success strategy, right? With our mating strategy as a man, we have to be we have to be like 5 moves ahead, right? You know what I mean? If you go up and you're gonna have a game plan when you're gonna go talk to this woman, you see an attractive woman. Your ultimate goal is to get the ass or whatever. You got to be like 5 moves ahead. It's almost like playing chess. Whereas a woman, they're never gonna think 5 steps ahead because they don't have to. All they have to do is show up. What does a woman do if she likes a man? What does she do? What's your game plan? If you like me and you want to get my attention, what do you do? Normally what they do in the club, if you see a woman like you, all she got to do is get you to notice her. That's her only strategy. She has no other strategy to get a man. If they had to do what we had to do to get a woman, if they had to do that, they couldn't. They couldn't do it. They don't have the skills to do it because they don't need it.
I don't fully agree with, everything you're saying. I can understand where you're coming from.
Of course not.
I don't fully agree with what you're saying though. There are some females that when they want a man's attention, they do know how to get his attention, whether it's their dress attire or simply walking by and switching up their walk.
How hard is that to walk past a man? How hard is that compared to what we have to do?
Hold on 1 second though. Because I'm gonna tell you something this. Men do the same thing. You have what you're speaking of is just not isolated to men versus women. We learn from each other. So whereas though you're saying 90% of chess players are men, women are sitting back watching how the game is being played and they're playing it. And the ones that's playing it are winning. So now, is that the majority? It might not be. I'm not looking up research right now, but what I'm telling you is that women are watching how moves are being played by men and they're learning it. And
in order to select which one is the best one to mate with, because that's your mating strategy, is to select the best option.
Regardless, we can say a lot about how a man selects a female. Like you said, I just need to look at her. I need to see what she's looking like. And based off of what I see, if I like it, I may shoot my shot. I may not. I don't know. But I think that we can't be so man top heavy that we lose focus on what women want to talk about, what they desire, and what their needs are.
Y'all don't even know that. Y'all don't even know the answer to that.
Bullshit. Knock it the fuck off.
Then why do y'all suck at relationships?
Maybe that's your caliber of female, but
hey,
I wouldn't say that
Monica.
for everybody.
Why is it that y'all suck at picking men?
Hey, no. Hey, Monica.
Same reason why you suck at picking women. Last time I checked, you got several.
Hey, Monica.
And that's by choice.
We
can have several, just by choice.
Hey, Monica, what we eating tomorrow?
If you fucking and sucking on something, first of all, Ortez, I own a restaurant business and I meal prep, so I can tell you right now.
Hey, you wanted a few though. You wanted a few.
Okay,
but what we eating
but
tomorrow?
if you've been listening to this podcast since I've been on here, you already know I'm ahead of the game, bro. But I can tell you for breakfast, I have some strawberry yogurt mixed with granola. I have blueberry yogurt mixed with granola, and I also have peach. I also have cream of wheat because I don't just meal prep.
Yo, I gotta learn how to make that, yo. You gotta teach me how to make that, Monica.
I meal prep for the household. I can. You know I got you, Brother Malcolm. And I make everything from scratch, Cortez. When I tell you I go buy cinnamon sticks and I actually grind down the cinnamon, listen, I am a from scratch person. I go get my herbs. I go get my seasonings. I will make my own. So I'm gonna tell you something. But I also grew up in a household where, yes, my grandmothers, they cook from scratch. So I learned, I pay attention. And at 47, it just stayed with me. That's my passion. But I'm gonna also tell you this. I know how to conform to my relationship as well. I've been used, I've been abused, but that's not gonna stop me from if anything should happen and I move into another relationship, it's still gonna be a black man, and I'm still gonna give him the right to, you know what I'm saying, join this union and be the head of the household.
Your choice of words were just then. You said you know how to conform.
Yeah.
So you are literally, you literally are kind of making our argument for us. Like, you know how to conform to be a helpmate to a man.
And you.
Oh yeah, and that's me. But that's why I said, if you've been a part of the podcast since I've been on, I've been saying this from day one.
Well, I think that's excellent. I think you make you're a little out of my age range. but you know what I mean. I think that
I know I am.
you make an excellent girl. 20 years ago, you'd have made an excellent girl for me. But unfortunately, you're a little out of my age range now.
But Malcolm, I'm gonna tell you what I would do for you though, because
What's
if you and I were out having a good time,
Uh-huh.
the ladies gonna come over. You know why? Because you a handsome brother, and they gonna look to see who the hell is that with her.
Yeah.
They gonna look even harder.
Mm-hmm.
But you handsome as fuck. But they gonna look whether I'm with you or not. But me being dressed up and you being out, they gonna look harder. Because you got some females that's gonna look and be like, damn, yo, she turned her back. I'ma slide in.
Yeah.
It happens.
I mean,
like that.
until I start talking and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
Because if you're not buying drinks, to some of them, they gonna be like, nah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, you can't come over with. Hey, you can't leave with. Hey, can you buy me a drink? They'll be like, nah, sorry.
Yeah. See ya. Oh shit. Rick's been too goddamn quiet now. Rick, you like a statue in your chair.
I was just listening in.
I know you vibing right now. I know you got your black man vibe on right now. But Malcolm then ate for all of us. Wallace then ate for all of us.
Hey,
clearly.
Damn.
What's your
And
take on all this? I know we getting ready to wrap
and
up.
Wide-Body's currently eating for all of us.
Ain't this something? I'm about to leave y'all and go eat. This is ridiculous.
Hey, yo, shout out to Kyra, yo. She said the day she met her husband, she knew that's the one she wanted, yo. Shout out to Kyra.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Kyra for saying exactly what I was talking about.
Absolutely. That's my big cuz right there.
So she knew it. She knew immediately, and then so she made herself so indispensable to that man that man said, "Yo, I have to marry this girl because I can't picture my life."
Absolutely.
Real shit.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And he needed to be there to break up a lot of my fights. So shout out to my brother Ron.
Oh, Ron.
Shout out to my brother Ron. Cheers.
I think you are a firecracker girl.
I definitely was. I was fighting for. I had to defend myself, bro. I never instigated a fight in my life, but light brown skinned girl with hazel eyes and an Italian last name. I don't like you. You know how it was. I had bitches coming from behind me, so I had to get with my boys.
You talking about fighting, bro? You talking about back in the day with these kids?
Back in the day. No. Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say, girl, you can't fight with me, yo. And I don't allow that.
I don't have to fight. I don't have to fight that. Let me tell you something. I learned so much from shit that I've been through, Malcolm. Believe you me, I am so not the person I was years ago because I don't have any points to prove to. I lived a good life, and I'm grateful to still be here.
Damn, girl, I wish you was 20 years younger, girl.
I put myself into some very fucked up situations, but I needed to go through them in order to grow through them. And shut up, Malcolm. Shut up, because when I come to Houston, listen, we going out. You gotta go to my boy club.
Oh yeah, we could go out.
Yeah, we gotta hang out. We gotta hang out, yo. What's going on with the thing?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. My bad. That's me.
Oh, what happened?
Nothing.
You all right, bro?
Nothing. Yeah, I'm good, man. My apologies.
Oh, okay. You didn't put the food bowl down on the board.
Food bowl's good. We're all good. We had some yogurt. You guys talking about strawberries and granola. My cousin is fine. True statement.
Yeah. I just want to go back to Tez. I'm gonna tell you something. I like the plan. I like the plan, Tez. Organization helps me in life. So I always think ahead, but I also challenge myself when I be watching some of the Food Network shows where they be doing challenges. I always try to, that actually helps me stay a step ahead. You never know how certain things, we could lose power. I'm gonna need to know what to do if we lose power when it comes to food, because I have people that depend on me. My mom has Alzheimer's. And I have 2 minor children. But, more importantly, I always have to say, this is my role. This is what I'm supposed to do. And I'm going to make sure that I'm as prepared as possible to do it.
That's what's up. I like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Turn up, man.
Yeah, corporate definitely taught me time management.
Want to, man, or we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Man, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Definitely want to thank the panel. Great night tonight. The chat was buzzing. Thank you so much, everyone in the chat. I'll be giving you guys your propers on the way out of here. But yeah, man. So please like, subscribe. Please join the Talk That Stuff podcast Facebook group on Facebook. You know, tell a friend. We're trying to get some people to come on, some guests to come on, you know, chop it up with us. You know, if you can't this week, the next week, just let me know. We're always welcome. People are always welcome on here. That's what we do. We like to get into talk about real life stuff. And you know, thank you, Sister Monica, doing your thing as usual. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Thank our sponsors, Pop-Out's Woodshop, also Skied on a Rocket as well. And you know, it's what it is. Once again, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're here again, 6:30 for the pre-show. 7 o'clock, we blast off, pause for the podcast. Join us next week again. Can't thank y'all enough. Like to thank Fields, Ricks, Tazuno, Simi Hustle, Monica, Roderick, Rod Wallace, RTO Beats in the chat. Kyra, Michelle Nobles, Latoya Thompson. Man, the list goes on. Thank y'all so much, man. Let's go peace on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Peace.
Hey, that beat stupid.
Very stupid, bro.
Jesus Christ.